Forum highlights the need for energy transition. CIMC hosts regional consultations for the Reset at 50 agenda. And PNG chiefs committed to success. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for your company. Minister for National Planning, Sir Ano Pala, opened the Prime Minister's dinner at APEC House last night during the 6th Pacific Islands Regional Energy and Transport Ministers meeting with a look at the region's economic geography. Pala argued that the current reliance on expensive imported fossil fuels is a direct drain on regional sovereignty.
The dinner last night was opened with some fireworks at Ella Beach as guests from the Pacific Island countries enjoyed the beautiful scenery. Minister Sir Ano Pala then gave a keynote address urging his counterparts to view the regional infrastructure not as isolated national projects but as a unified network capable of lowering the cost of business across the Blue Pacific. He spoke more on climate proofing these assets to ensure that development gains are not erased by the increasing frequency of natural disasters.
Safety remains a critical lifetime for cultures and economies. However, we also meet at a time of unprecedented geographic opportunities. Digital innovation is transforming transport. Renewable technologies are becoming more accessible, and the world is finally listening to the Pacific United voice as we look towards COP31.
The minister highlighted the need to move away from expensive imported fuels costing the Pacific around $6 billion annually, which drive up the food and energy costs. He emphasized on utilizing Papua New Guinea's natural resources, including hydroelectricity, solar, wind and biofuels, to build a locally controlled, clean and resilient energy supply chain. He also encouraged Pacific nations to work together to improve maritime transport and energy security.
We must commit to an equitable transition, investing in solar, wind and bioenergy tailored to our island geographies. To transforming transport, our shipping fleets must become cleaner and more efficient, and our land transport must embrace electric mobility to better serve our health and education sectors. Strengthening regional cooperation. No nation can do this alone. By pooling resources and harmonizing standards, we scale solutions faster.
The 6th Pacific Island Regional Energy and Transport Ministers meeting will end tomorrow. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
With the 2027 national general elections fast approaching, students from various universities in the country were urged to submit their association names to be part of a major civic awareness initiative, RISE PNG 2027, which aims to educate Papua New Guineans on the importance of electing a leader of their choice.
This movement was initiated by an individual who has the heart for his country and people and wishes to develop a better nation for future generations.
But this 2027 elections, you may educate more people, you may educate more people, so they are well informed about educating or electing or right people, so that all can come back and represent Mimi.
Andapanga said this is a purely self-led initiative with no political motives behind the movement.
I want to absolutely make it very clear to that. This is no political agenda involved, no political movement, no political party engagements in this matter, no promoting of any individual candidates. This is pure civic awareness campaign.
He said that interested students who can submit the names of their associations to participate in raising awareness across their respective communities, districts and provinces. Mr. Andapanga will provide the platform and merchandises for students who will carry out this awareness during the Christmas break, further pledging to donate 5 million T-shirts for the awareness program.
For me, it's just to provide a national platform. Executing this awareness. Not only students, I want the NGOs to take on board. I want the church groups to come on board.
He is also calling on NGOs, churches and others to join the awareness movement to prepare the people for the 2027 national general elections. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Emmanuel Pork, the Registrar of Political Parties, stated that the PNG Electoral Commission's role is constitutionally mandated to administer and deliver elections.
Thank you.
Mr. Pork said it is their constitutional duty to deliver elections. He firmly stated that PNGEC is not responsible for those who breach the laws, but it is the responsibility of police enforcement.
The Electoral Commission cannot play dual roles here. They are responsible for delivering elections. Bring the elections to your doorstep, you elect your leaders.
He explained that people do not take responsibility.
In PNG, in the recent past, there's this thought going around that everything revolves around PNG Electoral Commission as far as elections are concerned. And there's this wrong mentality that is going around. People don't take responsibilities. Political parties then don't take responsibilities. Their candidates don't take responsibilities. Supporters, scrutineers, campaign managers and their voters. There are a lot of stakeholders in the process.
Mr. Pork clarified that it is the people's responsibility to make sure that elections are safe.
I'm referring to political parties, their candidates, the scrutineers, the supporters, the voters. If they leave this, if they don't take responsibility and leave it to the Electoral Commission, the police, the armies to regulate their behavior, then you'll definitely see that police, army, Electoral Commissioner will not have the capacity to deliver elections. They come to a certain extent. They play 50% of the role. Another 50% of the role the responsibility must be taken over by the political parties, their candidates, their scrutineers, their supporters and their voters.
He said the Code of Conduct is the guideline for the 2027 national general elections. Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
During Day 2 of the Political Party Development Program, Registrar of Political Parties Emmanuel Pork clarified that the Code of Conduct is a vital document outlining the guidelines and principles by which political parties should abide.
In an interview with EMTV News today, Mr. Pork stressed that the election is an 8-week constitutional event that PNG Electoral Commission is required by the Constitution to deliver to the people. He says in many occasions, political parties and the candidates, including their supporters, do not participate well in the election process, highlighting the Code of Conduct, which sets out how they should behave during elections.
Code of Conduct sets out how the political parties and the candidates and the supporters and scrutineers should behave.
Mr. Pork explained that this Code of Conduct is a consultation process they have undertaken with the support from UNDP, IFAS, PNGEC, involving all 44 political parties across the country. This is to ensure that the parties have a say in the Code of Conduct.
In the Code of Conduct, how they want to behave during the elections through the Code of Conduct. And so now we are consulting them and revising the 2022 Code of Conduct. So the political parties must have ownership of the Code of Conduct. They must set out their own behavior how they want to behave, how they want the guidelines to be.
The registrar explained the process of the code of conduct.
For example, if they want the elections or campaign to start at 8 o'clock and finish at 5 o'clock, so be it. We'll put that in the code of conduct. So campaign starts at 8 o'clock, finishes at 5 o'clock. No tea house, coffee house that promotes promiscuous behavior, drunkenness, violence, and so on and so forth that happens.
Mr. Pork highlighted that this process is important for the 2027 National General Election, which is just months away.
So we are now under pressure to get this off the ground, get the document ready through this consultation process, and then we'll launch it. Political parties, the candidates have to subscribe to what has been written, and then we'll implement it in the next election.
Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
TISA Group rebranded its subsidiary Capital Insurance to TISA Insurance yesterday evening. During the event, the company also unveiled a new medical product designed to build on its legacy and strengthen health coverage for clients in communities across Papua New Guinea.
The TISA Insurance Group Chief Executive Officer Jeremy Norton said this is an opportunity for the group to reflect on how far the company has come and what their priorities are going forward.
The rebrand has happened. It's been fantastic. The TISA Insurance now has its rightful place as a TISA Group company. Then we want to be able to demonstrate to you that we can actually deliver on the promises we've made and we can execute. And so tonight really is about the medical insurance sector and our approach to that.
The group CEO highlighted the challenges of Papua New Guineans having access to medical insurance in the country, stating TISA is ready to provide medical insurance to more citizens.
We will be on the front edge of change in sort of trying to reform this sector, reform affordability issues, and try and get more Papua New Guineans access to healthcare more often. So I'm really excited about tonight.
Chairman of the TISA Insurance Group, Michael Cosen, said this is not just about rebranding, but it is also a homecoming.
We are reclaiming our identity on the ground, Papua New Guinea, where our journey began.
Cosen said TISA Insurance is transitioning towards a connected model to serve their clients holistically in PNG and across existing markets, as well as new horizons yet to be explored. He further added that this transition is a promise they have made and they are committed to fulfilling it, and to honor that they must change.
This is only the beginning. Our strategy is clear. A continuous stream of new products designed to strengthen the safety net we provide for our families and our businesses.
He said with this rebrand and the unveiling of the new medical product, TISA is building on a legacy to protect the future and strengthen delivery to clients and communities across the country. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, TISA Insurance Group Chief Executive Officer Jeremy Norton said it is vital to explain how insurance works so the public can better understand the processes and file appropriate claims.
The Chief Executive Officer mentioned this during the panel discussion yesterday evening at the TISA Insurance rebranding and medical product unveiling. The panel discussions were centered on the challenges of medical insurance and how TISA will help in providing medical insurance to clients.
Avoiding sort of legalese and technical speak and make stuff clear and understandable to the people who actually ultimately the user of it. And if I'm not clear and then I claim and then you reject it anyway, that's the quickest way to burn any trust.
He said it is also important for the insurance company to quickly identify those who are making the wrong claim, remove it, and promptly assist those who are making the right claim.
Just clarify all those things and make sure we're responding quickly to claims.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues with more local stories after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab Dina. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we talk about the Isuzu T20 Smash, we check out the JKA Pikinini Rugby Clinic, we talk PNG Games and tennis for women. Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Consultative Implementation and Monitoring Council hosted its 2026 Highlands Regional Development Forum in Mount Hagen under the theme Unpacking the Reset at 50 Agenda to identify what the country must do better in the next 50 years. The Development Forum supports the mandate of the CIMC to facilitate inclusive policy dialogue between government and society.
This Regional Development Forum ensures improvements in human development outcomes and service delivery changes in the next 50 years. The forum was initiated by the national government, aiming to promote constructive dialogue between policymakers and citizens, unpacking the Reset at 50 agenda following PNG's 50th anniversary. Additionally, encouraging national reflection and strengthening shared understanding of development priorities for the next 20 years. Director of the Reset at 50 Delivery Unit, Charles Abel, emphasized on the purpose of the forum.
This year is unpacking Reset at 50 and what we must do better now and in the next 50 years. Okay, because Reset is about the review of Papua New Guinea's development performance since 1975. So we have done that to come up with the Reset at 50 document, and it uses use independent research, including the CIMC consultative process of 10 years of talking to the people and getting their feedback.
He expressed that CIMC is utilizing internet as a quick way to allow people to address issues in the communities.
The research document, which has 5 principles and 10 big bets and 43 quick wins. As I always try and emphasize, we need to do some things now. It's not just about what we're going to do in the next 10, 20 years. It's what we can do now to get services to our people.
In his speech, Mr. Abel said that PNG has produced strong national visions, policies, and development strategies. However, persistent challenges continue to affect implementation and impact. Meanwhile, Institute of National Affairs Director Paul Bacchus said they aim to ensure government policies and development strategies are implemented for the people.
It did a lot of research, did a level of consultation, came out with a report, and that report has been accepted by government. But at the same time, at the end of the day, one doesn't want it to be a report sitting in Waigani. It's only going to be effective if people know about it, know what's in there, and also endorse it.
Mr. Bacchus said this platform will give opportunities to provinces, districts and LLGs to work together with the government in terms of service delivery. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The Mission Aviation Fellowship, or MAF, is known for its services to the rural people of Papua New Guinea, especially places inaccessible by road. They serve almost 14 provinces and 192 airstrips.
In an exclusive interview, the MAF country director shared their story. The Mission Aviation Fellowship, or MAF, has served 14 provinces, mostly rural parts of Papua New Guinea, carrying essential services such as medical equipment, rations, and other goods, together with passengers from those rural communities. The country director for MAF, Dom Sant, highlighted how MAF was first established in PNG in 1951.
So MAF flies all sorts of cargo, from schooling supplies, so that a remote community can have a school, to flying out a medical patrol, so that we can go and do proactive medical support, so we can immunise children against easily preventable diseases. We also fly store goods around, so that remote communities can have their own store and they can fly out their cash crops in order to sell at market to make sure that they have an income that they can then use to improve their village.
He said MAF landed at 192 different airstrips, bringing hope of healing to the isolated communities. Mr. Sant highlighted their mission to isolated communities.
The terrain that we move around, especially in the Highlands, we have challenges of these really high mountains that we have to fly around. In the lowlands, we've got lots of soft and boggy areas. And then operating in PNG can be challenging with things like fuel distribution. We have places over in Telefomin where we have to fly fuel to get in, so that we can then fly the fuel back out in a plane and get to different places. So yeah, it's some of the big challenges that we have over here.
This is the highlight of a typical day of operations for MAF in Mount Hagen.
So a typical day of operations starts early. The ground crew are often setting off from home about 6:30 in the morning to make sure they can get the plane ready. The pilot will also have to do a thorough walk around and make sure that the plane is ready to go. And then once the pilots and the cargo are loaded, they can take off and they can go to their first airstrip. Regularly an aircraft will go to 4, 5, 6, sometimes as many as 10 or 11 airstrips in a single day.
He said operating in PNG is quite challenging with the rugged terrains. However, they have managed serving areas in dire needs of services, and each year they commemorate 75 years of operation in PNG. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Police in Mount Hagen City continued their foot patrol operations and the removal of illegal markets across the city. The operation began last week and is targeting areas known for illegal activities and unlawful street vending.
Police visited several hotspots in the city, including the main bus stop, used by people traveling to Mulbaya and Lower Nebilia. Officers arrived in large numbers and removed market tables and roadside stalls, while also warning vendors to stop illegal selling activities. The public was addressed by the Provincial Police Commander, Chief Superintendent John Sagom, and the Mount Hagen Police Station Commander, Senior Inspector Stephen Filippo.
Now, rubbish stuff, front me. Boys, with stuff. Plastic stuff. You be man making. You know what, blah. Any more can make it. You know what, blah, line, blah, narabla, web come now. Truma, double space, the come down. No. You be man very low here making now. You be man very, you be getting like common sense.
Senior Inspector Filippo said the operation is being carried out for the safety and benefits of the public. According to the Provincial Police Commander, the mini-operation is expected to continue for an extended period. The first phase of the operation was conducted at the Mount Hagen Market and will continue throughout other parts of the city. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Unitech SRC President Newton Yangari and the student body recently protested the serving of half-cooked food at the university mess. The students presented the food packs to the Vice-Chancellor and Registrar, calling for an immediate directive to the catering firm to uphold proper food safety and preparation standards.
The Student Representative Council President, Mr. Yang Harry, stated that this has been an ongoing issue where students are forced to eat food that has not been properly prepared. He noted that the same matter has been raised by the student body and the SRC on March 8, 2026, demanding improvements in food preparation, but their concerns fell on deaf ears. The president further explained that on May 5, 2026, he was given a dinner pack at the mess containing uncooked rice, which prompted him to email the school administration demanding improved and better prepared meals.
This rice is uncooked one. This rice, and it's not the incident was not happened only yesterday, but it is an ongoing issue that we SRS have raised this concern. They it fell into their deaf ears. So what the best thing that we can do is they will come to realize and they will come to see the fact that this kind of food is being served in the Unitech mess. So I'm going to leave one with our bishop.
Mr. Yang Harry also claimed that many students have fallen ill due to the uncooked food. He strongly urged the administration to take immediate action to resolve the issue. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Researchers from the Australian Defence Force and the Infectious Disease Unit Institute are collaborating with the Papua New Guinea Defence Force personnel in rolling out 2 surveys under the exercise No Sick Soldier 26. This includes a health survey at Hagen Barracks in Lae and entomological survey at Moyam Barracks in Wewak.
The health survey at Hagen Barracks is focused on assessing the prevalence of insect-borne diseases such as malaria and dengue, as well as various bacterial infections. It will also examine lifestyle-related health risks, including diabetes and heart disease, within the barracks community. For Moyam Barracks, the combined team is carrying out prevention efforts, collecting and analyzing mosquito populations. They are identifying mosquito species, infection rates, and local transmission risk. Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Brady McPherson stated Exercise No Sick Soldier is a collaborative initiative that depicts the trust and shared capability in safeguarding regional health and security for PNG and Australia. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
After nearly 2 decades of inactivity, Wagi Mac Plantation in Jiwaka Province recently commissioned its first shipment of green bean coffee. The plantation's revival was supported by a 20 million kina funding package from the national government and the provincial government.
The landmark economic activity is a positive indication and a boost to the economy of Civic province. Many who traveled into Barnstown were impressed to witness the 320 coffee bean bags of 250 tons shipment launch. Chairman Gabriel Tai spoke highly about this launching, stating coffee has been an economic backbone of many in the province. He commended the approach taken by the provincial and national government for providing the funding support. Mr. Tai explained the plantation will drive greater economic impacts on generation of revenue as well as sustainable development programs in agriculture. Governor for Civic province Simon Kaivi told his people to be serious and focus on coffee farming and business activities. He said the export of coffee overseas sets a benchmark for everyone and they must maintain it.
That's the history in its packing. A first container, like about 20 more containers to go. Like you know, people at Joaga, how much through, but just something happened, good flow, passing through the books to economy bring me down here. My money, overseas account, and I come back straight back into the account of Wagimek Plantation.
Wagimek Coffee Plantation Limited CEO Mark Munul highlighted that the coffee business can alleviate the burden for those facing difficulties, paying school fees, bride prices, compensation and other social obligations. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NESFund market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2301 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2226, $0.3037 Australian dollars, $0.1813 euro, 34.52 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the S6 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 kina building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise, and by you like it.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Latech PNG.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch. You're watching National MTV News. Moving to overseas news, the Israeli military carried out a strike on the southern suburbs of Beirut for the first time in weeks.
Israel says it targeted the commander of Hezbollah's elite Radwan force. The strike is the first to hit Beirut's suburbs since the April 16 ceasefire, although Israel has continued to launch strikes on Lebanon's south.
In Australia, the Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism and Social Cohesion will hear from more Jewish leaders today about the scale of the issue.
Well, today we'll be hearing from Australia's anti-Semitism envoy Gillian Siegel. She's one of the key witnesses speaking here today at the Royal Commission into Anti-Semitism, and she'll be giving her experiences as a witness. We're also expecting to hear from some other prominent Jewish Australian figures. One of them is a former editor of The Age, Michael Gwenda. He has said in his submission that prior to the October 7 Hamas attacks in Israel in 2023, he'd released a book, My Life as a Jew, was its title, and he said after those October 7 attacks, he had some books, some speaking events at bookshops across the country. After those attacks, they were actually cancelled. He said after the attacks, with that rising hostility towards Jewish Australians, he began to lose friends, he began to lose colleagues, work relationships, and he said he was really shocked by that, but we'll hear more from him today.
You're watching National MTV News. Coming up next, we have Truka Sports with all your sporting headlines. Stay with us for the details.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow!
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow!
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow!
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow!
When you're on the go, one more! One more!
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow!
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go. Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Monday night on In Focus.
Westpac Women Awards was started in 2002. It's really about celebrating and recognising different women in the community, in business.
Also,
is the pressures and stresses that they encounter in the workplace. Not only the women themselves, but also to their babies as well.
That's on In Focus Monday night.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Tukai Sports. The PNG Chiefs continue building their squad with a major signing of PNG Kumul's and South Sydney Rabbitohs winger Alex Johnston as player number 002, bringing international experience and excitement for local fans and young rugby league players.
PNG Chiefs have officially signed their second player with confirmation that PNG Kumul's and South Sydney Rabbitohs winger Alex Johnston will join Jerome Luai at the club. PNG Chiefs General Manager for Football Michael Chalmers says it is a historic moment as the club welcomes Johnston as their number 2 signing. He says Johnston's arrival will inspire young PNG kids, adding that the winger has signed a 1-year deal with an option to continue based on performance and interest.
For the club, we announce the signing of Alex Johnston as our second inaugural player for the 2028 season.
Chalmers thanked the South Sydney Rabbitohs for giving the opportunity to Johnston.
We want to say thank you to South Sydney because he's contracted with the Bunnies for another year. They have given him permission to speak with us early. They know just how important he is to the future of the Chiefs and what he means to Papua New Guineans all around the country. So,
CEO of the PNG Chiefs, Lorna McPherson, says Alex brings professionalism and strong standards to the team, adding that he has a bright future with the club.
Can take pride in because he's been one of our Kibbles for a long, long time, and he's such an enjoyable person to watch in the field.
Lorna welcomed Alex to the Chiefs family, saying he is joining the whole of PNG on a proud day for the country.
But to Alex, to Tyra and his kids, on behalf of the PNG Chiefs, welcome to our family.
Joel Mipari, Tukai Sports.
The PNG Chiefs continue preparations for their entry with more signings, overseas scouting plans and club branding now underway following the official signing of Kumul winger Alex Johnston.
Following the signing of Alex Johnston as player number 2 for the PNG Chiefs, General Manager for Football Michael Chalmers says the club means business. Chalmers says more players are expected to join soon. However, he did not disclose the names at this stage.
This is going to be a reflection of Papua New Guinea, and we want to make sure that the players who are out there are given every chance to be part of it.
Chalmers says they will be also heading to England to watch games and scout players from the Super League as well. He also adds that the next step for the club is to obtain an assistant coach and a backroom staff.
There are a lot of players, whether they're PNG or non-PNG, playing in the Super League that we'd be interested in. So part of our trip over there, we'll be looking at those players, spending time with Willie face-to-face.
Meanwhile, PNG Chief CEO Lorna McPherson says work is also continuing on club logo, describing it as a long process.
Look at the simplicity of the way that the NIL do their logos as well. We have to try and get that happy medium as well, where it kind of works for everybody. So there's a long process there.
Lorna also presented a bilum to the PNG Chiefs coach Willie Peters' wife, Kira Peters, as a way of welcoming her to Papua New Guinea. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, PNG Kumuls and South Sydney Rabbitohs winger Alex Johnston has spoken publicly for the first time after officially signing with the PNG Chiefs in a historic moment for rugby league.
Alex Johnston, the PNG Chiefs' first ever PNG player signing, has faced the international media following his official announcement. Johnston says after spending his whole career with one club, signing with the PNG Chiefs is a big move for him. He says PNG entering NRL is a real blessing.
I think PNG coming in to the NRL was sort of a blessing in disguise. If I was ever going to play for another NRL club, PNG coming in, it sort of was meant to be. And
he says he still has a year and a half remaining with his South Sydney Rabbitohs before making the move. He also stressed the importance of his PNG heritage.
My PNG heritage, it was almost like a duty or an obligation. When the team got announced, I felt like I had to go over there and just to represent my family, my nan, as best I can, and also I only get to go over twice a year if I'm lucky through the Kumuls and the work I do with Late Biscuit. So I love when I go over there. Obviously the atmosphere when I'm playing, but obviously the community and how they...
Johnston says visiting PNG has always been special, adding that rugby league can bring smiles to people's faces.
So we'll make great change. I mean, for one, rugby league's the biggest thing in the world over there. So if everyone can unite and have something each week to cheer for together and strive for success for PNG in rugby league, it's only going to drive obviously peace, harmony, put smiles on people's faces, give them something to look forward to. And
he says returning to PNG is one of the best moments and hopes rugby league continues to inspire people. He also expressed his excitement about becoming a PNG chief.
Probably premature for myself. I was very excited. Telling people, but no, I'm very happy to be, the second signing of the Chiefs. And
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Trukai Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
It's the Great Gala Giveaway, bro.
Don't miss out on the Great Gala Giveaway. Buy any Gala stick, tub, sundae, cone ice cream, or T-shake and win an Apple iPhone 16 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, iPads, tablets, JBL party speakers, GoPro, DJI drone, PlayStation, Switch, and even this kick scooter. Buy any Gala products and write your details at the back of the receipt and drop it into the entry box. Hurry, hurry, hurry before your boo gets them all.
Gala Gala. Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
EasyPay with Telecom. Simply top up and purchase EasyPay from your phone. Here's how to buy. Dial *775#, enter the meter number, enter the amount, press 1 to confirm, and receive SMS with voucher and transaction reference number. Great value and PNG-owned sure feels good. Drop in to your nearest Telecom store or kiosk to top up and buy EasyPay. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Welcome to GFAM Radio.
The following show will be blowing up your radio at a speed of 300,000 miles per hour.
It's really simple. You vote.
Together with Audrey, flat trees and go. Pull up, do your dance, get the fight, pull up. We don't need to get close, we don't stop. Move to the beat, turn up. Pull up, do your shit. Bring it over. We I got too many rays like Rover. I go put your body waist. Come as Samoan, baby like a old Emma.
everyone?
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching Truka Sports. Papua New Guinea's top athletes, teams and sports officials have been recognized with finalists announced for the 2026 SP Sports Awards following a strong number of nominations nationwide.
A total of 261 nominations were received for the 2026 SP Sports Awards, with 33 finalists selected across several categories. The awards highlights Papua New Guinea's top sporting talent and contributors from across the country. Chairman of the selection panel, Wawik Vele, says choosing the finalists was difficult because of the high standard and large number of nominations received. Vele says athletes, teams, coaches, officials and volunteers from both local and international competitions were considered during the selection process. He says only 3 finalists could be selected for each category despite many other deserving nominees. Vele adds that the panel is looking at ways to recognize more contributors in future awards. Meanwhile, public voting is now open for the People's Choice Award, which is the 12th category of the awards night. Voting will be done through SMS and WhatsApp, with winners decided by the highest number of votes. Finalists come from categories including male athlete, female athlete, Team of the Year and the National Performance of the Year. The 2026 SP Sports Awards night will be held on Sunday, May 30th at the Crown Hotel in Port Moresby. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Truka Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Years ago, Dated PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Dated PNG.
Monday night on In Focus.
Westpac Women Awards was started in 2002. It's really about celebrating and recognising different women in the community, in business.
Also,
is the pressures and stresses that they encounter in the workplace. Not only the women themselves, but also to their babies as well.
That's on In Focus Monday night.
Tonight on Sports Scene, we talk about the Isuzu T20 Smash, we check out the JKA Pikinini Rugby Clinic, we talk PNG games and tennis for women. Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with possible evening showers. Darrow, partly cloudy with few showers. Kerama, cloudy with some showers. Alatau, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Popondetta, partly cloudy with few showers. To the Momase region, Lace City, partly cloudy. Medang, partly cloudy with some showers. Wewak, partly cloudy with few showers. Vanimo, cloudy with some showers. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, mostly fine. Kavieng, partly cloudy with possible evening showers. Kokopon Rabaul, mostly fine. Kimbe, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Boka, partly cloudy with possible evening showers. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiyawa, cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Looking at the coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Darrow to Kiwai Islands to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samari Islands, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Samari Island to Cape Vogel and all Millen Bay Islands, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters west of Cape Vogel to Hohen Gulf to Finchafen, sea 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Finchafen through Viti Strait to Siasi Long Island to Medang, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters west of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, sea 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of New Ireland to New Britain, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Bougainville, sea 0.3 to 1.3 meters. Looking at the ocean forecasts, Coral Seas, sees slight to moderate, east to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Seas, sees smooth to slight, east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, sees smooth to slight, southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, sees slight, east to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 7th of May, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.